let me say a wonderful good morning to one and all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So that's a lot of good morning I just said. How's everybody doing? Hope all is well. Those of you who are viewing via GBN TV, Channel 7, Channel 11 or Channel 20, how you doing? Hope all is well. Hope you had a great Carnival 2023. Carnival is now over. Let me say also hello to those of you who are listening. Classic 105.5, Classic 105.9. How are you? On a great Wednesday, the 16th day of August 2023. Kind of busy moving month already, ain't it? And once again, hope all is well. My social media viewers and listeners, Facebook page, YouTube channel, hope all is well with you. It's Wednesday. Yeah, it feels kind of weird coming back to work. Yeah, after a couple of days off, right? I know. Well, I was expecting some guests this morning from the Spice Mars Corporation. That's the reason why we have started a wee bit later than usual. I try to give them some time to be here, but no one have showed up for some reason or the other, and haven't gotten a response from anyone, reasons why they're not here. So I just have to swing the program instantly to, of course, an open line this morning, 435-2041, 435-2041. We have just wrapped up Grenada's Carnival 2023 Spice Mass, the evolution. And now this morning I'm going to give the option to you viewers and listeners out there to give me your synopsis. Yeah, let's come up with what you have thought your own postmortem of Carnival 2023, the highs, the lows, what you thought could have done better, what could have been done better, and what we saw. Things you think have been happening over the years that could be fixed. You know, it's this has been happening so long. Maybe we could fix that now and have a different way of what the Spice Mass and everything else that in between at Carnival. You know, do you think that Carnival and Grenada have deteriorated to an all-time low? Do you think it has risen over the years? Yeah, I mean, give me your synopsis, what you think as we get into an open line this morning. We already have our first caller. Let's go to the phone line. Let's take what this caller has to offer. Caller, good morning and welcome. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. I'm glad to see you still alive.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm cool. The weather is kind of making me feel a little kind of dampish, you know. It's the weather a little depressive, you know, because of the rain and the more impending rain.
Well, we got to work at it, you know. There's always we got to work at it.
Responding to your question, you know, in terms of my situation, how I am in. So it's not that I'm complaining. I'm just giving you a kind of accurate view of how I'm feeling at the moment. Mm-hmm. No, but I would want to get to so I personally didn't intend to make any mention of anything to do with Carnival this morning because there's something more burning on me and my mind. Mm-hmm. But I will say just a few things in the question you made about if there's anything about the Carnival that we want to say. First of all, I think that Calypso finals should be on Sunday night. Mm-hmm.
So you would like to see a return of the Dimanche Gras show?
Yeah, it's kind of changed the whole rhythm and the atmosphere. Mm-hmm. There was a time when the most powerful moments was on Sunday night of Carnival.
But we do understand the reason when it was changed for the last 2 years or so. We understand the reason COVID played a part of it, part in that. You know, understand? And I'm assuming 2024 there may be plans to bring it back to the original day that it usually happens. So I'm assuming that will happen maybe next year. Just a suggestion there. Yeah,
as somebody who was involved at one time, you know, and I understand the power of Calypso. In fact, the Calypsonian was the most powerful person on Carnival Sunday night. Mm-hmm. That's the time when he had power. Just as how the masquerader, regardless of the status, had power on Carnival Monday and Tuesday on the street, and they bring a certain level of equality, so everybody had the same status on Carnival Day once they were playing mass, not the spectators, not the merchants. Okay? So we need to have much introspection on what do you think we are the people. What I'm talking about, what, not just who. What we think we are the people. Are we second-hand people so that we could display second-hand behavior? So we need to do that. And it requires a lot of conversation. One of the reasons I didn't want to speak this morning because we tend to be reactive. And I've heard some of the reactive behavior already this morning. But we need to be sober when we're looking at, the whole thing about our culture, our carnival and so on. One of the problems we must address is the intrusion of money, capital, into Carnival. Mm-hmm. Carnival, and people have said, and those people who don't have no sense, unfortunately, over there have been saying that we have to make Carnival a business. We must have to make Carnival a business. Business has no respect for culture. It has no respect for morals. And anything that could make money, we go for it. Does the Monday Night Mass, for instance, was one of the biggest problems. The worst thing we could have done. We destroyed the Monday evening carnival, and then we're suffering from that now. But GT, I know, and I respect you. I really respect you to the greatest extent, and I want to take too much of your time. But I want to address my main concern briefly.
All right, be brief on it, please.
Yeah, and that is the situation in Haiti and the situation in Ecuador. Now, overnight, the news said that another person in the presidential race in Ecuador has been killed. And this person happened to be from the province of Esmeralda, which is one of the two black provinces in Ecuador. Mm-hmm. He is the second person to be killed in just in a week. And I am told, because I have contact with the folks up there, I am told that the role of the narco people, the narco traffic, the narco industry, are playing a big role. But the man that had been killed, recently when the first one was killed, he accused the administration of being party to the narco mafia. And it's very troubling that this thing happened, that he got killed. And unfortunately, he was killed before the election come, I think, on the 23rd. Maybe the 19th or the 23rd. I'm probably mixing up the Zimbabwean election. So we have to be mindful, because there was one time, in spite of poverty in Ecuador was a peaceful, in spite of poverty and class and racial difficulty, Ecuador was basically mainly a peaceful place.
Okay.
Now it's becoming one of the most violent places. And the same thing can happen with other places in the region. We see what happened after 1980 with the introduction of political violence in Jamaica. And the guns and everything, it could come down here too. So we have to be mindful. And then we have to say no to foreign outsiders deciding what happened in a Caribbean country. Haiti should be our concern. We should do everything, not just at the heads of government, but at the people level. The people in Haiti are our brothers and sisters, in spite of the fact that we've been taught to believe that they are devils and whatever else. But they are brothers. In fact, as other Africans respect them, they have to clear the way for any country right now.
Well, I'm going to ask you to take a little wrap now. And,
I'm wrapping up now. So I'm saying thank you. I was going to wrap up now. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day. 435-2041, 435-2041. And as I said in my intro this morning, let's come up with a little bit of postmortem of Spice Mass 2023. What you thought, the highs, the lows, what you think could have been different this year. Being our first full carnival after COVID, were you happy with the entire couple of days that ran through? Do you think what do you think? Let me hear your thoughts this morning. Let me say to those of you online, let me say good morning to Joy. Jolene, good morning, and how are you? It's been a while. Let me say good morning to Ernesto. No, I didn't play a wicked job, Ernesto, so I'm assuming is why I am the way I am this morning. Let me take a couple of comments before I get to the phone line. Let's take this one from Ernesto. Based on what I saw on social media, I think think it was a success, and the event seemed to be well attended. Although I think the senior citizens was treated badly when the radio coverage was taken away from them. I want to thank Junior George for bringing some of the coverage during the shows, although we didn't get to see, but listen while he talked along. That's a comment there. Let's go to the phone line and entertain this caller. Caller, good morning and welcome. Caller, good morning. Caller, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. I would.
Caller, before you continue, sir. Caller, before you continue, would you lower that radio or television in the background, please?
All right, sir. I'll obey you. Yes, sir.
Go right ahead.
Yes, sir.
Caller, go right ahead, please, with your contribution. Caller, we're going to entertain you on another day. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number if you want to be part of To The Point this morning. It's an open line this morning, folks. If you do have a comment to make on, of course, we want to speak about the Spice Mass. Let's come up with our own, of course, postmortem of it. And as we go through this one, let's entertain another caller. Caller, good morning and welcome. Caller, good morning.
Hello.
Caller, good morning. Go ahead, please.
Hello, good morning.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. I would like you to grant me a little permission to divert from what you intend to talk to.
I hope you don't divert too far off. We're basing our conversation a lot on Carnival 2023 this morning, so not too far for diversion, please.
For we to have Carnival, we have to have money, or we have to spend them the right way. Now I want to comment on a thing that is rampantly happening where certain institutions seems to be robbing people by saying that they have scammers. And these institutions are not paying people back their money because they say these scammers are buying online and they cannot trace these things. A lot of people have lost a lot of money and they do not want to complain because they are afraid of certain things. And the banks supposed to be responsible for people's money. They have reinsured. And people are catching the hell. I don't want to say I have been robbed through a bank. I don't want to say that. And imagine someone scam someone and bought things 5 times a day, and yet the banks couldn't see some irregularity, or the people in the bank, who is doing it, or who are doing it. That's all I have to say. I could say more. The government has a right to go into the affairs of some of these banks in Grenada, especially the foreign ones. Thank you very much. Sorry.
Thank you, caller. Thank you for your contribution this morning. It's 23 minutes after the hour. We drew for a break. Let's take a break, and we're coming right back. Stay with us, folks. It's, of course, To The Point this morning here on Classic Radio and GBN TV. Let's take that break. We're coming right back.
Campus.
The biggest party in sport is back. CPL and WCPL return with more action than ever before.
Are you kidding me?
Watch the biggest names in cricket battle it out in the race for glory.
Brilliantly. Celebrate some more.
Get your tickets now at cplt20.com or at the box office. Join the party. Experience cricket played louder.
Grenada's broadcast of Republic Bank CPL 2023 is made possible by Republic Bank. We're the one for you. The National Lotteries Authority, Grenlec, and Hard On Plus.
Is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more with multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Hey, let me say welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers, to The Point for today, Wednesday, the 16th day of August. Our viewers via social media platforms, good morning and welcome. We're taking your phone calls this morning. It's To The Point, an open line edition we eventually had to turn to this morning. Had a bit of a change of programming for you this morning, but I just had to lead to us going into an open line. Let's go to the phone line. Caller, good morning and you're welcome.
Morning, GT.
Good morning and how are you?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
How did you enjoy your carnival? Good?
Well, yes. What I participated in was good enough for me.
I look at some on the television. It was really, it's a decent carnival we had this year. Now we don't have fancy masks again, like my fair lady on the olden days, and you dress in your big dress with a how you call it, man, queen jug. That's all the nice ladies dressing up nicely. But this carnival, he said, was very anti, and it was not good to look at because all the ladies were actually naked. The Lord said, cover up your body. Your boss was always outside. They bought this thing stick in the crease, and it looked so, oh my goodness. GT, this carnival was not clean. They have to change it, like the climate change for the clothing and the people wearing nowadays, because even though it's not carnival, they put on some tight thing and going to, they like to dress undecent. It's indecency to know that ladies dressing like that. All the body showing up, everything, the men watching. When they go to rape them down, oh my God, because they see what they want, so they're coming for it. Men looking at your body. Remember, there's so much cruelty and hate in the world. Men doing all kind of wrong to the ladies. Ladies, remember, when you're dressing, cover your agility, your buttocks. It needs to cover up. It's too much of it outside. Everything to the front showing up, everything just watching you. So the men looking. So ladies, please, when you're playing carnival next time, put on the fancy dresses. This carnival thing you're holding is not with the costume. It's not clean, it's not decent, and it's not good to look at.
All right.
You have a blessed day.
You too, have a great day yourself. 435-2041. I have my own opinion on it. Folks may not agree with what I said, but I didn't see nakedness. I saw folks wearing less clothing. So folks may not agree with me in terms of what I saw. I saw some folks wearing less clothing, but sometimes some folks may see it as being, there's a big difference between wearing less clothes and being totally naked. If you get my direction in which I'm going. Let's take your call. Caller, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Fine, thank you.
Go right ahead, please.
Not bad. Listen, I don't understand why women have to expose their body like that. And I feel the young men, they're worse. Because if I am your girlfriend or your wife, and I have to lie down in bed with you, I alone have to see what you have. Not the world have to see that. And some of them look so untidy. Why is it they put anybody outside? Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution this morning. So I would say let's talk about the highs and lows of Spice Mass 2023. There probably be something. I'm getting some negative feedback from most of the callers this morning. Speaking of, I listened to the previous show with Innocent. I mean, folks, there was nothing of a positive that you saw being part of Spice Mass 2023. Let me hear that. Good morning, and how are you? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Is this GBN?
Yes, it is. To the point. Go right ahead with your contribution, please.
Yeah, good morning. I am saying this, I mean, that I was disappointed on Saturday night at Panorama. Mm-hmm. Because what I have seen is this, that all of the shows, you look at the Queen show, the Queen receive a crown, right? You go to the Calypso finals, you watch the first, second, and third receive, the Calypso monarch receive his crown. There's also the trophies for the first, second, and third one. You look at the Soca monarch, and the same thing happened there too, the first, second, and third. But at Panorama, there was no coronation. And the amount of young people who were there, playing pan, I think it was disappointed. No one was there to crown, to at least to give the trophy to the national, to the Panorama champion, which is this year was next on New Dimension.
And why was that? Why was that anyway?
I don't know. I don't know if that was right, or if I don't know if everybody went to white. I don't know what's happening, but nobody was there, and I find that was a real disappointment for Pan. Real disappointment on these young people, and then too. While I was waiting, no interview was held with the arranger or the person who did the win the Panorama, and I find Spice Man should apologize to the Pan. Is it that really Pan in danger? We go back to 1985, or is it Pan is rising? Have a good day now.
Thank you for your contribution, caller. Thank you so much. 435-2041. We're taking your calls. This morning, we're doing a sort of a pre-synopsis of Carnival 2023. Just thinking about the highs and lows of it. If you do have a comment or two you want to share, feel free to do so. 435-2041. Let's go over to the phone line once again. So many comments this morning via the comment section. I really do have to get a couple of them in. Let me go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
How are you?
Not too bad.
The problem is the Monday night mass, right? Because you take your kids to one the Monday night mass and up to now you can't.
I didn't get that caller. Repeat. Somehow I didn't get what the caller was saying. Somehow he sounded a bit muffled on the phone. Let's take a peek at some of the comments. Let's go to the WhatsApp, and this individual via WhatsApp is saying, "Good morning, GT. Carnival was wonderful this year, and trust me, good music. The judging was fair. Hope it gets bigger and better in 2024. Spice Mass in 24 Spice Mass bless." And she's saying she enjoyed all aspects of it. So I will get everybody. That's another opinion from someone there. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, and how are you, sir?
Not too bad, sir. Go right ahead, please.
Well, everybody complaining about the ladies with the way they dress to play the carnival. So all they have to do is cut out ladies from playing mass. Man alone go play.
That's another.
People like that.
And I'm assuming that's your opinion.
No woman play mass, so then they will complain about dress.
Have a good morning, sir. Thank you so much. 435-2041. Let's take another, of course, a message here. This one is via the WhatsApp. I know the micromanagement is difficult and not acceptable, but I think that a carnival committee should ask for a picture of the mass costumes, because it was too much for these same thing without any creativity. Too much of the same thing without any creativity. Well, I'm not sure how that can happen. Let me see. Good morning, GT. Once again, you was hardly able to see anything on GBN. It was mainly a jump screen you were looking at, post showing whatever that is. Okay, cool. Okay, that contribution there. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. What's that caller there? 435-2041. 435-2041. Feel free to give me that call if you do have a comment or two relating to Spice Mass 2023. You saw something about Spice Mass this year that you were pleased about. We had someone who had a pleasing comment to say. You may have something of a negative nature. Feel free to do so. 435-2041. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning. Welcome. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, and how are you?
I wanted to make a comment about the Pretty Mass.
Yes.
I was very disappointed in the Pretty Mass. There was no creativity and beauty as it has been in the past. And it seemed like it was mainly nudity. And the trucks played the music very loud to where it was very unsafe. I saw people and children covering their ears. So to me, instead of Pretty Mass, it was more like Pretty Ass, except that they weren't all pretty.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution also. Thank you for your contribution. I something that bothers me a wee bit sometimes, people always speak a lot of the past. You know, we can't go back there, right? For some reason or the other. Folks may not be happy with me saying that, but sometimes it bothers me when folks say, well, it used to be like that. But sometimes you have to realize that things have changed. You understand? Things have certainly changed, and sometimes we cannot go back to the way things used to be. And, you know, maybe maybe we could make it different and make it better, but we cannot go back to where it was, 20 years ago. It may be virtually impossible to do that. All right, let's just my opinion once again. Let's take a peek at some of the comments once again. People could wear whatever they like. Men have to learn to control their feelings. Eye full is not belly full. Tell the caller she needs to stop thinking or talking. Whatever that word is, that I don't think it's maybe appropriate to say it on air. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome. Caller, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you. Caller, before we continue, would you mind lowering the television or the radio? It's causing a bit of a distraction for you. Please lower it, please. Please, I beg of you. And when you do so, you can always get back to me. 435-2041, 435-2041. And it's an open line this morning in terms of I'm accepting your calls, your comments, and so forth as it relates to Carnival 2023. And what you felt about the Carnival this year? Was it a good Carnival we had? Did you think, moving forward in 2024, there's things that you think we could redevelop and make it much better? What's your take on Juve? Yeah, I always have the personal opinion that Juve has deteriorated a whole lot. I think it's one of the most disorganized thing I've ever seen in a long time, and I hope that could be fixed in 2024. I used to enjoy Juve when it was really organized, and we no longer have that organized version of Juve anymore. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Hi, JT, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
I hope you had a good season. Well, I don't really participate. What I called to ask is, I heard that CPL is being advertised, but I don't know what time.
Yes, we do have CPL. I don't have the information before me right now, but we do have a commercial that plays from time to time. I don't have the info in front of me to share with you, but maybe we have a live coverage here on GBN. All right?
Have a good day.
You too, sir. Have a good one. 435-2041, 435 is an open line this morning. Feel free to give me that call via the. I'm seeing lots of folks are calling via the WhatsApp. So sorry, we're not able to accommodate calls via WhatsApp on air, but we could actually accept a message from you that we could accommodate a message in the message section of the WhatsApp. We'll not be able to do a live call via WhatsApp this morning. 435-2041, 435-2041. Let's see if I could grab some of the comments once again. Good morning, GT. I agree that many of the women are overly exposed, but we shouldn't. You shouldn't let that bother us. We know that what's coming, we either go to see or we don't. I agree with that. I am more concerned about the loss of our creativity in making costume. We complain too much about everything women do and what women do and wear. Remember, it's not that women committing any of these homicides, robberies, etc. Interesting comment there. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, sir. And how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Good morning to you.
Okay, the best mass I see in town was the Sheila mass.
All right, caller, you have to lower the radio. It's impossible to understand what you're saying with the radio being loud in the background. I understand. You can certainly hear me clearly over the telephone. Let's go back to some of the comments. So once again, I am amazed by the way the elderly people who are calling degenerating the women, degenerating the women who are dressed in the most comfortable way. They need to understand that the world is evolving. Tolerate it. That's another comment there. Let's go back to the phone. I'm having fun this morning. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Hi, GT.
How are you doing this morning, sir?
Not bad. I would just like to make a comment on the Carnival.
Go right ahead, please.
Yeah, it seems to me that most of the callers are sort of reacting negatively to what they saw on the street. As one woman said, the whole thing was indecent. But I like to make the suggestion that that's a value judgment, and as we know, value judgments are pretty relative. We could all recall a certain guy named Jesus healed someone. He healed someone on the Sabbath, and to some people that was bad behavior. So to make these sort of value judgment, one should try to have a sufficient basis to do so.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, pardon?
I get your point. I'm getting you direction. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I just want to make mention of the fact that someone even alluded to earlier. People did not start to wear clothes in the Garden of Eden until they sinned. And so the wearing of clothes was more or less a punishment for sin. So it is said that we inherited the sin of Adam and Eve, but as far as I'm concerned, that would tend to suggest that God is able to just keep on punishing generation after generation for the deeds of two people. So I'm thinking if we did not sin, then the punishment of having to wear clothes should not really apply to us. Someone once asked or made a statement, what was God thinking when she created woman? And I don't know if you get the pun there, but women, their bodies are so beautiful that, again, if we were to look at another bit of scripture, the question is, why do we hide our talent under a bushel? Women are known for their beauty. God spent time making all these curves, and if we take away the Adam and Eve complex or syndrome from our eyes, we might be able to more cherish God's handiwork, because as the Old Testament said, and God created man and he said it was good, and that was before people started to wear clothes. So I just think we should get our mind from this sort of backward mindset, and as you just said, the only thing that is permanent, the only thing that is constant is change, and we can't go back to the old carnival of 50 years ago. I think probably what we could do is reintroduce the props that used to go with the sailor band when they would have the boats and the tanks, and some props might help to improve it. But my point is, I don't think that we should just have this sort of closed mindset and just regard beauty as indecency, because we go on the beach and we see just the same thing. So the only thing missing on the Laguna Road is the sand, because when we go to the beach, women dress even more scantily. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution, caller. Interesting contribution. It's a conversation with your new person. I could probably have a conversation with you on that level. Let's take this comment from someone via the WhatsApp once again. If a tree falls in a mountain, nobody's aware, but once a camera is there, put the world to know. Full exposure, nakedness exposed by the press is a sign of time. The press is the problem. Lawlessness, lawless movies, games like the Olympics, Grenada's beach exposure. Women have their own money. Let's go back to the telephone. Caller, good morning. You're welcome.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Now, what I have to say, I see little of the carnival. But what I see makes me believe that decency is decency and vulgarity is vulgarity, notwithstanding carnival. And I heard one of your callers speak, and I feel very intrigued. Perhaps it's okay with that caller if everybody comes out naked to play carnival, because that's the way God had Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. And interestingly too, there is something that is highly neglected: the health of carnival lovers, those who play and those who watch. The loudness, the pitch of the sound coming from the DJs, that is injurious to the ears of many, many carnival players. I think there is no match, and no study has been done to determine what injury is done to people's hearing and the mind with that extra loud, unmonitored kind of noise. Something should be done about that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your contribution. Let's take a comment. Well, hello, GT. Why people can't? Why can't we not accept that times have changed and stop making reference to the past and other countries and making comparison? God made Eve naked so Adam could see. Well, that's another way of looking at it. There, that's just another way of looking at it. 435-2041. 435-2041. Let me go to the Facebook page. I haven't been taking some of the comments from the Facebook. I have been stuck to the WhatsApp because it's been moving a whole lot this morning. And let me see what I can take from the WhatsApp this morning. 435-2041. My apology for having the phone disengaged for a wee bit. And so many comments by the way, so let me see where I can start this morning. We have Ronnie is saying, in progress park, crowd large for Calypso finals than the March Gras at the National Stadium. I doubt it. So that's one comment there. Since we're talking about making man callers, what that means. Who decides what's decent and indecent? I believe to each its own. And we have another comment here. One of the things that separates a man and the intelligence animal from the feral ones, whatever that means. Let's go to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Yes, I wanted to make a comment about the person who spoke about valued judgment. If we ignored valued judgment and constructive criticism, we would be lawless without boundaries, limits, regulations, and standards. And we can't discredit the past and say, well, this is not the past. Certain things should never degrade. We have morals and standards that must not be degraded with time. So we can't say, oh, that was the past and this is the future. We still must maintain a high standard of morals and integrity, even with time. Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution, caller. Let's take a comment from Ernesto this morning. We too hypocrites in Grenada because the people who are condemning was the same people who played their mass in the days and now because maybe in church even every day now of course is ungodly. Just trying to flow with the comment that way, but I think that we're from a different generation and things will change. So people are complaining, get their program in the past. In the past, we're moving forward and not going back. I hope I deciphered that comment there as it was intended to. Let's see another comment that I could read this morning. What is another comment? Let's take a break, folks. We come back with more of your calls and more of your contribution, whether it's via the Facebook page or the WhatsApp after the break. It's to the point for today, Wednesday the 16th. Have approximately 15 more minutes left on today's program. We're coming right back.
At the NIS, our team proudly works to support the evolving needs of Grenadians. We have made some changes to our operations and want to keep you informed. Firstly, we are happy to introduce the new unemployment benefit. This benefit will provide an insured person with 50% of his or her former income in the case of sudden unemployment. To support this benefit and other benefits we offer, it was necessary to increase the contribution rate. The contribution rate will increase gradually each year until it reaches 16% in 2031. As always, the contribution will be split between you and your employer. The pensionable age will also increase from 60 to 65 years. This increase will also be gradually reaching age 65 in 2029. Pensioners will continue to be eligible for a pension from age 60, but will receive a reduced payment. The NIS recognizes that the prices of basic customer goods are increasing globally. Therefore, we are happy to also increase the weekly minimum pension payment by 25%. Finally, we have adjusted our survivor's benefit payment to a percentage of the age pension minimum. Widows, widowers, and dependent parents will receive 100% or $58 weekly, while children will receive 50% or $29 weekly of the deceased's pension. We are here to make the transition to these new changes as clear and simple as possible. If you have any questions on how these changes impact you and your family, please contact our new informational hotline at 440-6647 or visit www.nisgrenada.org. Thank you for allowing us to be your social security provider.
When I'm getting ready for the road, I ensure to turn off the tap when I'm brushing my teeth and soaping up in the shower. These simple steps save gallons of water. A true masquerader saves water. And just so already.
Save water. Save water.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers, to The Point here on Classic Radio and GBN TV for today, Wednesday. It's the 16th day of October. It's an open line this morning. Let me grab some comments via the WhatsApp before I take another call. I do see a caller coming in. A call coming in, I should say. And this individual via the WhatsApp is saying, the earlier caller spoke about change being the only constant. And that is true. But the logical, rational people should always choose progress. The positive trajectory of change is a positive trajectory of change. Let's take another contribution this morning before we move on. GT, you can let your Christian callers know that there are other religions in Grenada who do not subscribe to Christianity, and also non-religious believers. Grenada is not a Christian nation, and they need to stop interjecting their ideology to everyone. There should be a separation of church and state. That's another comment there. What else should I grab onto this morning? GT, good morning. Adam and Eve was ashamed of God, so they sewed fig leaves and closing them, whatever that means. Anyway, let me entertain another call. It's good morning to you, caller. Lost that call in. 435-2041, 435-2041. That's the and let me just pass this on to the individual call pertaining to the CPL, of course, for games tonight. It actually kicks off later on this evening. Our first game is at 7 p.m. So take a note of a program and change. News will be at 6 p.m. today here on Classic Radio and GBN TV, 6 p.m. So we have St. Lucia Kings versus Jamaica Talawa, and the venue will be at the Darren Sammy Cricket Grounds in St. Lucia. For those of you, the gentleman who called interested to know the fixture. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Good morning to you, sir.
Hello.
Caller, good morning and welcome.
Hello, sir.
435-2041, 435-2041. That's the number if you want to be part of To The Point this morning here on Classic Radio and GBN TV. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning and welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yes, there's some comments I would like to make.
Go right ahead, please.
I attend math. Properly organized. You couldn't find them.
Caller, for some reason or the other, your telephone connection is breaking up pretty bad. I'm not sure if the area you're at, but you're constantly breaking up. Are you hearing me, caller?
Yes, I'm hearing you properly.
Go right ahead, please.
Yes, I attend the Monday night mass, and it was a bit not organized. You couldn't find where your band was. There were lots of us waiting in an area where we didn't know where some of the band was. It was difficult to do that. That's one. Two, the Juve, the shows was really good. Most of the shows came out top class. I enjoyed most of the shows. Mm-hmm. That was a great shows. The shows was great. The Grenada Mass Tuesday was really good also. I would say the Carnival was pretty good. I would say we had a great Carnival. The costumes was nice. Some of the problem I think we have is the revelers jumping into the bands when Carnival is gone. So there will be people into the bands. I think that's a problem. You need to organize that a little bit more better. But otherwise, Carnival was a massive one. It was great. I loved it. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you for your contribution this morning. Thank you so much. Let me see if I could grab some of the comments via the Facebook page this morning. My WhatsApp seems to be going off the chain this morning, and so I'm scared to be. It's popping up before me, so I tend to gravitate to it before I go to the Facebook page this morning. Let's entertain another caller. Caller, good morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Good morning to you, sir. Yes. Go ahead with your contribution, please.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Caller, go ahead with your contribution, please.
Is more ancient than the ancient days. And that's why look, what people call modern or might be ancient. It depends on your concept of time. And when I look at it, we are, to me, going backward rather than forward. Because things that are happening now never used to happen. Bad things, things that we call progress. In the midst of progress, there is stagnation. So we have to try to uplift ourselves and not to accept those things that we think, or possibly we know, or we have experienced that are bad. We have to have people that could set, I wanted to say example, but good example. To determine examples, we have to depend on different societies. And we have to acknowledge the good rather than the bad. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much. 435-2041. Let's take a couple of the comments via the Facebook page this morning. And let's take this one from an individual by the name of Joy. Let us exercise tolerance. Let masqueraders enjoy mass during Carnival. We have Alfred saying, let's skip that one for a wee bit. People pay for their costumes, and it's up to them to wear it, not the public to consent. Allow these people to call once and give their hour. I've been trying that call, and of course I've been trying that, but sometimes it's so difficult to screen everyone. Let's go back to the phone line. Caller, good morning, welcome.
Yes, good morning, GP.
Good morning to you.
Somebody called just now and they say the costumes was nice. I don't see no costume. All I see was panty and bra and they put some feathers around it and feathers in the back. And that is not costume. That is just feathers around the panty and the bra. So I don't see no good costume they're talking about there at all, GP. At all.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. But whether it was just feathers on an underwear and a bra, it still could be defined as a costume. Right? It's just how you interpret it, my dear. It's just the way you interpret it. 435-2041. 435-2041. We have approximately 5 minutes left before we wrap today's program. It's to the point, the open line this morning, and we wanted to talk Carnival. And we still did get some conversation about it. We did have some folks who called in and give a positive review of what 2023 Carnival was about. We have folks who called and was a little bit, disappointed, especially if individuals pertaining to the costumes and so forth, what their opinion of what it was like, and some folks may not have liked it being that particular way, but it is the way it's going to be, and that's how we're going to see it for a long time to come. So I think with all the what that we see, maybe the complaints and so forth, I don't think we're going to see any change in that for time to come. That's what it is like right now, and that's what the direction is heading to. We may not like it. I understand how some of you feel about it, but it's the way it is. We have one individual that was saying, Psalms 118:24, the day of the Lord has made, therefore rejoice and be glad in it. That's why, but why so much nudity? And that's a comment there from someone. Let's take another comment this morning. Carnival is Catholic Church French festival, adapted after the crop or the crops over profits from the plantation. The slaves made it, the rebellious. All right? The slave made it rebellious. That's one comment there from someone else. 435-2041. Still have time to maybe accommodate another call or two before we wrap up this morning. Let's take another comment this morning. Someone is saying open public decency. I cannot watch the video right now of the individual that sent he sent offense to the Grenada laws or something of the sort. Sent a video which I can't really look at because of what I'm doing here right now. It's maybe impossible for me to open a video while I'm on air. Good morning to you, caller. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, GT.
Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, I just want to say, Grenadians, they have full expression. They like to express themselves. Means nothing wrong with the people expressing part nudity. Because I say something. I remember when I used to look at Carnival, Juve, and I remember when I was a little boy growing up, I used to see the men, practically naked. They're ding dong, hanging outside. The ladies, they had their private outside, practically naked. So what's going on today? There is nothing. All you show them people today, what all you used to do in the past. So I don't see why they're saying they're naked when this is something that they teach them from back in the day. I remember back in the day they used to play Juve naked, everything hanging outside. So what you give is what you get. No respect.
Thank you so much, caller. 435-2041. We still have time to accommodate another call or two this morning here on To The Point this morning. It's an open line segment we are entertaining this morning. And let's take some more of the comments. Ladies, allow all you showing the men what you have so that they can choose what they want, but they are not showing you what you have. And that's a lot to decipher there for we. But I wish everyone that came home a safe and enjoyable time. And enjoy the beaches, the fresh fruits, and please, vendors, don't kill the visitors with high prices. Anyway, that's some of the comments there via the Facebook, and let me see if there's anything else via the WhatsApp that I may not have. Of course, thrown out this morning. So we're looking at exactly 30 seconds moving up before the 10 o'clock hour this morning here on Classic Radio and GBN TV. That's why we're going to take a wrap for today's program of To The Point. I want to thank all who contributed some way or the other on To The Point this morning with your phone calls, your comments. Basically, you sat and you understand what folks are talking about, and folks will always have varying opinions in terms of what they feel about things, and sometimes it may not always, be what you represent as an individual. All right, so I understand that. Once again, don't forget, CPL Action kicks off from 7 p.m. this evening here on GBN TV and Classic Radio. Don't forget, the news will be at 6 p.m. All right, so news usually heard at 7 will be at 6 p.m. So we'll be an hour earlier. And we have the St. Lucia Kings. They will play the Jamaica Tallowers, and that the venue will be the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground in St. Lucia. All right, and just remember, most of the games for the next couple of days will be in the evening time, which means that's around 7 p.m. So today, tomorrow, mostly games on Saturday and Sunday will be in the daytime. Most games will be, for the time being, will be in the evening. So we take a wrap forward to the point for today. Thanks once again, all who contributed some way or the other. Have yourself a great day. Join me tomorrow. Tomorrow being Thursday, we should be having the police on To The Point this morning. Hopefully the police are geared up to come in tomorrow's program. As I said, we was expecting the folks from the Spice Miles Corporation being the guests on our program today, but for some reason they could not have made it, so we had to just switch to an open line session. Thanks once again for being on To The Point. Have yourself a great day. Be safe. Good to yourself and others. Have yourself a good one, folks, and goodbye.